knowing that guy right now is, we'd rather know who the guy is, but the good part is I think we've got some really talented guys at the quarterback position. So we've got to nail it down there, get a couple guys and work with them. Excuse me. But I think the good part is we've got some very talented guys to pick from. So I think getting that running game back in shape, and certainly that's the best friend of a quarterback too, is having the pieces around him that you can count on. So I think we're going in the right direction there.
Coach Cameron, position green shirt back there.
Brad Zager, WDBJ in Roanoke. Little uncharted waters for you to not have a quarterback picked out. Could you elaborate on that more, knowing that for the last almost decade you've had Tyrod and Logan, and now you've kind of got a pool to choose from?
Yeah, and Mark Leal has been there. He's been the backup for a couple of years, and he's certainly knows a lot about the position. We want him to play better. Brendan Motley, local guy, really played well during spring practice and could very easily be the guy. And of course, got a couple of freshmen coming in there, and then a transfer coming in there. So, again, it's we want to get that position settled. We know how important it is to offense, to the whole team. So, we're going to work like heck to get it nailed down.
Coach, to our right side.
Coach Alex Dodd, Dodge Sports Network, Greenville, South Carolina. No Clemson, no Florida State this year, which sets you up nicely for the conference race. But you do have Ohio State and Columbus the second week of the season. Talk about both of those things.
Yeah, and we got William Mary the first week of the season. And they almost beat West Virginia up there last year in the ball game. But that's a great trip. Ohio State, a great program, nationally known. Our fans, I know, are looking forward to it. Our players are looking forward to it. They come back to Blacksburg the year after. Personally, we played those type of games a bunch at Virginia Tech. I think you gain a lot from it. I think you find out a lot about what your football team's all about, where they are. When you play a good team like that, I think you try to mix in there a couple teams that you hope you can beat, and get your backups in there, and that's, to me, that's the way you prepare for your conference schedule, is try to develop your backups and find out exactly where your team is, and so that's the way we like to do it at Virginia Tech.
Coach on the left side, second row.
Coach, seems like half the league is now playing beamer ball. Phenomenal, 16 kicks returned for touchdowns last year, and I have to say most of it in your coastal division. What's it like, kind of look at your strategy coming back to you, and how careful do you have to be when you kick the football?
I think kicking has really become better in most programs in the last 10 years, 5 years. I think all of us realize how important it is, how it can turn a game so quickly. You see more and more starters, best players that can do the job on special teams. And as a result, I think it's just a very valuable part of it, and a lot of people are teaching it better, coaching it better, using better personnel.
Coach in the back here to the left.
Coach Dennis Carter, WSET-TV Lynchburg. At least early in the season, with a lot of uncertainty on offense, will the defense kind of have to carry this Virginia Tech team early on?
Well, I'm hopeful that defensively we can be strong. The thing I like is we really run well on defense. We have to replace a couple of linebackers, and the guys we're replacing with probably are actually faster. So, in the defensive line, we run very well. In the back end, secondary, we've got some guys that run well. So I think that's a good part of it. We've got talent, and we've got Bud Foster and his coaching staff there on defense. I think they'll get the best out of it. So, I'm hopeful that we can play good, solid defense, and believe we will. And I like the fact that we run so well.
Back to our left, Coach.
Coach Pat Bostic from Pitt, you guys have played Pittsburgh now 2 years in a row. Your thoughts on that series dating back over time, and also the Pitt program in general?
Well, I think Pittsburgh is a great addition to the league. I think, their staff. I enjoy playing up there. It's not so far from Blacksburg, and to me, they really add to our league. You better be ready to play when you go there, or when you play, because they got good players and they're well coached.
Coach, right here to our right front row.
Coach, Dan Tortora Broadcast Media, you talked about needing to figure out who that quarterback's going to be, huge leadership role on your team. Who are the leaders right now in your locker room moving forward to kind of pick up, especially right now when you're looking for that leader?
Well, I think the guys we had here yesterday, Willie Byrne and Luther Matty, are certainly two outstanding leaders. I think Sam Rogers, by his example at our fullback position, is an outstanding leader. Certainly the guys there in the secondary, Bonner and Jared, they've been around a while, and can I think be good leaders. So, I think there's different ways to be a good leader, but the one is how does the team respond to you? So I think the team would respond very well to the guys I just mentioned.
Coach, our left side towards the island.
Hey, Coach. John Apicello, WSLS. How much, I know Logan had a really specific set of skills, but it's not probably fair to think that anybody coming in would do that. How much is Coach Leffler's kind of template or idea plan have to change based upon who you choose?
Say the last part again.
How much would Coach Leffler's kind of offensive plan have to change based upon what quarterback you choose?
Yeah, well, I think the plays that you run and the number of times you run them might could change a little bit. But, basically, our offense will be the offense, and I think all these guys can fit into that offense. How much you run a particular play, that's probably what would change.
To the right side here, Coach.
Coach, Jim Connors from Time Warner Cable News. You host ECU, you visit UNC, you visit Duke, visit Wake Forest. A lot of Carolina flavor on that roster, a lot of regional rivalries, and the travel obviously won't wear you out.
Yeah, that's, I've always said the ACC is where we belong, and we're close to a lot of programs, and that's a good example of it right there. So I grew up looking at those schools and seeing those schools play and the whole deal. So for me, it's very, very exciting, and I know for our fans, traveling, because we've got great fans that do travel. It's good for them. So nothing but good in that deal right there.
Left side, Coach.
Coach, Mark Larson from Time Warner Cable News in Syracuse. Just wanted to get your thoughts, since I guess you are the dean of this conference, on the college football playoff now, and how that has all changed since you got into this.
Yeah, the playoff. I think that's great. I think financially certainly it's outstanding, but I think it's the excitement, the talk, finding the teams. To me, there's everything good about it. I mean, I think it's the way we should go. The only thing I'd like better if it was 8 teams, but I do think within the 4 teams, you're probably got a good shot of getting the best team in the country, and it'll come forward. I think for sure you'd have that with an 8-team deal, but I'm excited and think it's exactly the right way we need to go.